Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Friday, May 17th, and it's going to be a wonderful weekend this weekend. Going to be live for a little bit this morning, and then I'm going to head back to the house and hang out with my family, do some family stuff, and then tonight is Austin After Dark. Probably start around 7 o'clock tonight or so. See how it goes. This morning we're going to be out in the camps today. Interested to go back to the Barton Creek Greenbelt this morning and see kind of what's happening out there. A lot more people moving in than normal. We had our meet and greet last night. It was a lot of fun. Myself and Judge Glock from the Manhattan Institute spoke, did some Q&A, met a lot of you guys out there. It was a lot of fun. Shook a lot of hands, met a lot of people. Whole lot of fun. Probably one of the best parts about doing this is getting to meet all of you guys and start putting some faces with names. You know, we do this stuff on the internet, and it's anonymous, kind of, you know. So getting to put some faces with names is pretty awesome. But I don't really. I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with it, but I have. I don't want my identity known too much, because there are some crazy people out there, and especially since the Palestinian protests, I've picked up a lot of craziness. But so it is what it is. I worry about there's some crazy people out there, you know? I mean, who knows what people are going to do? Who knows what people are capable of? So I worry about my family is what I worry about. I don't want to ever do anything that would put my children in harm's way. But Daniel Perry, holy shit, did the pardon that happened yesterday cause an uproar. Man, I would not be surprised if there. So look, I'm tracking some accounts that are traditionally, they set up the protests in this town. So I'm watching on Telegram what they're talking about. They're talking about some protest, let's put it that way. We're back, summertime, it's time to protest. These people will protest at the drop of a hat. Protests usually turn mostly peaceful, if you know what I mean. Mostly peaceful protests. We all know what that's code word for. Mostly peaceful. So it wouldn't surprise me if this weekend we didn't start seeing some mostly peaceful protest happening. And I am not kidding you. If so, we will be there to cover it as always. Even though after the Palestinian protest, I've kind of had my fill of hearing that shit. You can only hear the chants so many times before it just drives you completely crazy. Protest season start tonight. Actually, I think tomorrow. I don't know. Like I said, I'm watching the account. I've been able to get into some of these Telegram accounts, into some of these Telegram chats, where they do a lot of their organizing, so to speak, and they're organizing. Let's put it that way. No word on what the date is. Just in time for police chief surge, time for Austin to shine. So Yeah, and you know what? The super woke chief. Did you guys read the job description of the for the new police chief? Oh my God, jeez, Louise, it is so crazy, man. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. And you know, last night at the meet and greet, we were talking about Echo and what Echo does in this county, point in time count. And when you go to Echo's website, Judge Glock was telling me about this last night. You go to their website and on their homepage is they're talking about defunding the police. So the county's main homelessness outreach, they're talking about that we got to defund the police, man. And I'm sorry, man. I can't get behind an organization that's supposed to be helping humans, and what they're doing is talking about defunding the police. It's so crazy, man. But anyway, yeah, Daniel Perry got his pardon. You know, back when he was sentenced, Governor Abbott promised the day that he was sentenced. Governor Abbott promised that he was going to pardon him. He said outright, "I will pardon him." Now, I guess he had to wait. I don't know the legalities of it. I don't know if he has to wait for the parole board to do their vote or to do their recommendation. I don't know if there's some legal reason that he would have to wait for that, or if he can just pardon because he wants to. But the day that the Pardon and Parole Board entered or issued its finding, they already had the proclamation made, done, ready to go, and he signed it. So he promised back on the day that Perry was convicted, he promised that he was going to pardon him, and he came through on that promise. And then you get these accounts, these outlets like Giffords that they lie by omission. You know, they post about the facts of the case, but they leave out one of the biggest facts of the case, which is the person that was shot and killed pointed a rifle at Daniel Perry. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about that he had an AK-47. They don't talk about that he had it at low ready. And anybody that knows anything about a weapon, low ready, it takes literally a half a second to get a shot off if you're in low ready. I mean, you're ready to go. If you have your rifle in a position that's called low ready, you're ready to rock and roll, man. Like, you're ready to get it on. And anybody that knows anything about firearms will tell you the same. So, hang on a sec. The other thing that is interesting is the detective that investigated the crime or investigated the incident. He was going to present a PowerPoint package to the jury. There was, I believe it said there was 158 slides that he had made that was going to show that Daniel Perry was innocent of murder. He defended himself. But the prosecution would not let him show the 158 slides. They cut it down to 50-something slides. So, you know, the investigating officers, they determined that there was no crime committed. He was defending himself. And, of course, our DA, he is out for blood, for cops, for anybody that defends themselves. If you're not a criminal, you can't use a gun in this county, period. And he would not let the police officer show that evidence. He would not let the police officer show the evidence that Daniel Perry was indeed defending himself. So I think it was the right thing. I think it was the right move. I think he was, you know, when you're in this town and you're trying to get a fair trial, and you are, you know, if you're not one of the woke, so to speak, you're not going to get a fair trial. We all know it. We all know it. And you know what? That's what scares me. I carry a pistol everywhere I go. I don't leave the house without my pistol. And if we were ever put in a position where we had, like, if I was ever put in a position where I had to defend myself, I mean, any of us, if we are not, if our politics do not line up with the ruling class, and we are put in a position where we have to defend ourselves, we can expect to have the same treatment.
Go ahead and sign them and we'll cancel as needed.
And then if we get this nice woke police chief, it's going to get even worse. The woke police chief. The woke police chief to toe the party line. Woo chow. Woo chow. Guys, I am hungry this morning. My son is on his last couple of days of elementary school, and I'm going to pick him up this afternoon, and we're going to go have lunch. That's the point. Bank on it. Something like a chief from Baltimore, Chicago. Yeah, and it's just a shame. Even if it's not somebody from up there, they will have bought into this ideology. And man, I really feel sorry. I really feel sorry for this department, the police officers that are on the street trying to do the work, and I really feel sorry for the citizens of this city, especially the citizens that work and try their best to live a decent life, and they don't want to be caught up in violent crime. It's a shame what's happening. It is a shame. But I don't know, man. Anytime you see a job description like that, you know exactly what they're talking about. Someone from somewhere that's cultivated the destruction of the current city. Yeah, you're right, Zero.
I put notes in the call text.
It's we talked about this last night at the meet and greet, but things are so out of control as it is. This new city manager, he's woke, so to speak. I even hate the word woke. But police chief is going to be, the police chief, they report to the city manager. So you got a woke city manager. Now you're going to have a woke police chief. And it'll trickle down through the ranks. I feel bad for the men and women that the street cops. Everybody knows in a police force, policing, your main element, your main response to crime, it's your street cops, the men and women that are on the street daily. If those folks are not taken care of, and if the higher ups, the supervisors, if they don't have the street cops back, oh man, it's a long, tough road, man. It is a long road. And I feel really bad for these cops out here. I heard someone say the other day, I can't remember if it was Michael Bullock or I think it might have been Michael. Anyway, I can't remember who it was. But they were talking about we're close to 700 officers short now. And I thought the number was just over 500. But, of course, that number's been thrown around for about a year and a half to 2 years. And we know that we're bleeding officers. So it would not surprise me if we are up to 700 officers short at this point. I can't remember who I heard say that number. I think it was Michael Bullock. I know it was somebody that was in the know. Electrical fire. South First and Wayne Rydell Loop. Yeah. A Marxist cancer. Well, you know, we talked about this before about in the city, people that are voting, mostly white liberals, they're going to have to feel the pain themselves before they change the way they're voting. And sadly, that is true. They're going to have to feel the effects of what they're voting for. And they're not going to like it very much when they do. A lot of these, you know, well-off white liberals, they live in a fantasy where, you know, they don't see this part. They don't see what's happening out here. They're not out here with the I don't want to say the dregs of society, but they're not out here on the streets. They don't see the reality of life on the streets out here. You know, down here on South Lamar, women out for a jog or out for a walk being attacked. A man walks up behind them and just, you know, sucker punches them. It should not be happening. Oh, man. Garza needs to crawl back under a rock where he came from. The punk is trash. I personally think that the threshold has already been crossed. The corruption is too deep. Corrupted candidates are standing in line to get in a position to facilitate the corruption. Up for sale, there is no coming back from this without substantial pain. And then some. Yeah, I think so too, man. Yeah, that's what I was kind of saying a while ago, that the people that are facilitating all of this, they're not going to change what they're doing until they feel the pain of what their votes, what they're voting for. Most white liberals that are doing the voting in this city right now, that are voting for this stuff, they have never had violence visited upon them. And if they did, it would shock them and they wouldn't know what to do. People don't realize this, the path of destruction is a much easier path than trying to rectify. That's a good message, man. The path to destruction is an easier path than trying to rectify and keep what you. Yeah, that's a good message, and it is true. It is true. Oh man, I am yawning like crazy for some reason. Why am I yawning so much? I mean, I slept decent last night. 600 Lamar, home of the flying ice cream. What does that even mean? Waterloo, home of the flying ice cream. What does that even mean? What the hell is a flying ice cream? Waterloo Records, home of the flying ice cream. No, 24diner.com. Home of the flying ice cream. I don't have any idea what a flying ice cream is. Now I'm going to have to look that up. Let's see. Flying ice cream. Alright, we're back, I think. Alright. Bellicose, I 100% agree with you on that one. I think it's been well known for some time that white liberal women are the progressive women. It's oop, I can't slam on my brake. I am so worried that if I slam on my brakes too hard, that this fucking dish is gonna go launching off the top of my car. I mean, I know it's up there. It's stuck on pretty tightly with those magnets, but it always scares me that that dish is gonna take off.
Just want to let you know we're code 4. We're going to have an extended on-scene time.
Felix Double Dog, dude, if you're on the live right now, oh brother, yeah, home of the flying. It does. It worries me. I think about that, man. That dish is heavy, and I worry about that thing just launching off the top of my car. I'm just, I can just picture it slamming on my brakes to stop at a stoplight. And then you just see that damn dish flying forward and hitting a car in front of me. I worry about it. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 of the massive rare earth magnets holding it down to the top of my car. And to be quite honest with you, I think if I wanted to take it off, I would have to take a 2x4 and pry it off. And even then, it would be hard. But something in me will not let me stop worrying about that. Home of the flying starling. Uh-oh, hang on. No, fire alarm. So I've got another Starlink antenna flying into the back of a Tesla. CA plates would wouldn't that be funny?
Control, 13.3. We're out
Holy
of
shit.
sunshine for fuels.
The man that built this car also built the thing that destroyed your car. That's the circle of life. I was about to say something and now I can't remember what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Shit. I can't remember what I was going to say now. But anyway, we're going to run over here to the Barton Creek Greenbelt real quick. We're going to go see what's what out here. 9:12. They should already, if the city's out here, they should be here. We need to get a really good count. I know I've been focusing really hard on this green belt. But I think that the reason that I'm focusing on it is because it's a good test case. It's a good area to see how effective the city is at cleaning, how effective their policies are at keeping people out. And right now, it's not very effective. We talked about this at the meet and greet last night about how they clean one side of the green belt, then they move to the other. Well, literally right after they move to the other side of the green belt, the people are already moving back into the side that they just cleaned. So then they have to go right back. It's a stupid, they're going round and around in circles. They get one area cleaned, they move to another area. And while they're cleaning this new area, the original area is being re-inhabited. And I'm going to tell you right now, these people can move in a lot of junk in a very short period of time. All the cleaning will stop. Well, you know what? If that happens, we're going to make them look really, really stupid. And like it or not, when it comes to this issue, we have a pretty big reach in this city right now. And I think we can definitely make them look stupid. If he starts with these stupid policies, we are really going to make them look dumb. And the cool thing about it is our reach is not only just with Republicans or right-leaning people, it's with everybody. Good morning, Indy boy. Hey, I was going to send you a message. I read your message about tonight. Are you wanting to do a Spaces tonight? Is that what you're wanting to do? Because if so, I'm definitely down to do it. I'm going to be doing... Maybe there are repercussions and they know that. Well, you know, I mean, I don't think they care about the repercussions, to be quite honest. I really don't think they care. I don't think they give a flip about repercussions. If they do, they don't seem like they care anyway. Yeah, if you want, I'll send you a message. I'll send you a message. If they don't care about repercussions.
Sure makes sense.
Moving forward to whatever the talk about the state taking control of. So, the talk about the state taking over Austin. There's some lawmakers that have lawmakers on the state level that basically, hang on, we may lose a election here. If we do, y'all just hang on. Y'all just hang on. I think we're back. Okay, so there's some lawmakers on the state level that are threatening council members. So after they passed that law, or that resolution, not law, it was a resolution basically making the city of Austin a sanctuary city where children can get sex changes. Even though that, you know, there's absolutely nothing they can do to get around state law, there's some lawmakers that basically came at the city and was like, look, we're going to pass a law that if you guys go ahead with this and you guys let children, have sex changes, we're going to hold every single one of the council members that voted to make this city a sanctuary city. We're going to make a law that is going to hold you personally responsible for the costs associated with those procedures. And he followed that up with, you should know that, you know, there is talk that is picking up steam in the state legislature that would take the city charter away and basically make Austin a district of Texas. And basically the state would come in and control the city of Austin. It wouldn't be a city of Austin, it would be the district of Austin. That's weird to think that, but you know what? The state could definitely do it. Politically, the city is an arm of the state. And if the state wanted to take away the city charter, they could. So, but, yeah, we can do a Spaces tonight. Absolutely. If you want to do one, we can do one. Let me see here. Odor investigation, fire alarm activation. There's really nothing going on in Austin this morning.
527 Harris Glen Drive. Ladder.
Grade 29, grade 2 respiratory, 13.5, 27 Harris Glen.
I had my shed completely robbed. Many paintings are.
49, Sonic 1357 Harris Glen.
Alright.
See northwest ladder 40.
Well, a lot of people are not happy with Garza this morning. I'm just looking through my messages.
Control, Mech 20 is en route to 2327 Lavendale Court, moving south.
Do 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 do. Six to May 10. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What am I looking at here? Okay. Alright, guys. I am going to go. You know what? Let's go look at the other side. Maybe they're on the other side over here. Let's go look at the other side. Other side. Other side. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. But I wonder. Oh wow, they've done a lot of cleaning.
Engine 7, driver from engine 7.
Go ahead.
My team.
My NDC was in zone 36.
Oh
Is
man,
there
you're
anything
sweet.
down there indicating where zone 36
Here
is?
lately?
We're walking the second floor, not seeing anything.
Here lately, my team consists of me.
Agent 7, this is ladder 1. It actually says zone 34. It says
That's
unit
funny.
2121.
It would be nice if I had a team. I can tell you that much. It would make things a hell of a lot easier.
Received zone 34. Do you see anything that's zone
They have
34
really done a
running?
good job down in there, actually. That's where I fell into the poop bucket.
Unit 2121.
I fell into the poop bucket right
All
down
the
there.
units here are numbered with a, they all begin with 22.
I think they took the poop buckets
not
out.
where 21 would be.
They did. They picked up the poop buckets.
Second floor, unit 2121.
Look at that. Yeah, I wished I had a team. I can tell you that. Rabbi Rothschild.
Don't want to go ahead and
Yes,
try
my
to reset it,
peeps.
see what happens.
I do have peeps. I have partners. They are with Nomadic, but You know, one day we'll have a team. One day we will have a team. And I'm not kidding you about that. One day we're going to have a team. Hey, there's a cardinal. That's the second cardinal I've seen in the last, week? One day we will have a team. I'm telling you right now.
I'm clearing refusal.
The Poop Bucket Chronicles. Y'all, I fell right into that poop bucket. It was behind me and I slid on the mud. And I slid on that mud and the poop bucket was behind me and I hit it and knocked it over. And it went right down the back of my shirt and pants.
It looks like it took.
And I almost lost my lunch. It was so bad. It was so bad. Oh, I knew what it was. The smell, man. Oh my God. You ain't got any idea. I drove home. Basically, I had a shirt in the back that I wore and a towel, basically. That I did that live on the way home and I was half naked. Oh man. That's so bad. That's so bad. If I would have gotten pulled over, I would have had some answers. I would have had some questions to answer. That's for sure. All right. We're about to get on. I got to get DC Dave on the line and see what he's doing. We got some camp visits to do today, but I think we're gonna try to go into the camps over on Barton by the Barton Square Mall. That toilet pick did me in. Oh man, I'm telling you, don't ever fall into a poop bucket. It was horrible, man. And you know, I'm not even gonna get into the details of the poop buckets because it's just nasty. But yeah, we're gonna try to go into the camps over by Barton Square Mall. Hang on, Jamie Mackenzie Kelly gave me your name. I better HOA Lake Creek Park. Help us plus the cleanup in camp. We'll make this project worth your while.
27.
Awesome. The port pot. Yeah. Oh man, I got an update. Are you talking about the airport porta potties? So, I posted about those porta potties, and the city went out and cleaned those within about 12 hours. And literally the next week they were already full again. It's so nasty. But alright, so we are going to be in the camps this morning. Some new camps. I've got some new footage for you that we're gonna bring out. I think we're gonna try to go into the camps over by Barton Square Mall. There's a bunch of them over there, so some new content. I have avoided those areas because I've heard they're pretty violent, but again, I'm not worried about that. We're just gonna go in and do our job. And yeah, we're just gonna go in and do our job. So hope everything goes well. It worries me sometimes. Sometimes I hate doing this job sometimes because of this. I get a little scared, but yeah, so I will be